Hi, second graders! Digi here to help us learn about the N in THINK. T is for truthful, H is for helpful, I is for inspiring, and N is for necessary. Necessary can be described as those things we absolutely need in order to stay alive. We must have water, food, and oxygen to live. If we need something, it is necessary. Most everything else we have is a want. Wants are things we would like to have but could live without. For example, do we need a bicycle? No. A video game? No. Bicycles and video games might make our lives easier and more fun, but compared to water, food, and oxygen, are not necessary. Digi wants to help you understand that telling the truth, being helpful, and inspiring others are things that would be considered good manners when posting or using technology. Before you sign into technology, it is necessary to get permission from our parents, teacher, or other trusted adult. Next, you should have a good reason to go online. Once you are online, even though you aren't face to face with someone, you need to be mindful to use good manners. It is easy to forget to use our manners if we are writing something and we are upset. Once we hit the send or post button, whatever we wrote becomes part of our digital footprint. Second graders, good digital citizens only post things online that are necessary. We should not post things that would hurt others. For example, posting mean words or an unflattering photo of someone is unnecessary, unkind, and would likely hurt the feelings of that person. Instead, you might post an honest review of a book or congratulate someone for doing a good job on a math project. Your teacher might ask you to write a report or email some important information to a classmate. Your parents might want you to send an email to FaceTime a relative. Digi knows that what he posts becomes part of his digital reputation and digital footprint. He wants others to respect and think highly of him. Remember what reputation means? It is what others think about you based on your actions and character. Remember what a digital footprint is? When you walk on a sandy beach and look back, you see your footprints left behind in the sand. Eventually, the tide washes the footprints away. When you are using the internet, you are leaving a trail of every place you visit and every word you post. Footprints in the sand wash away. Digital footprints never go away. A digital footprint is like a fingerprint. It can identify you and cannot be erased. Digi wants you to THINK every time you go online and only post what is necessary. Remember when Albert was saying mean things about Digi when they were playing a game? Digi knows that the mean things Albert posted about him would become part of Albert's digital reputation and footprint. Digi knows that sometimes it is hard to do the right thing, but knows all of you want to do the right thing. When you go online, before you post anything, ask yourself if what you are writing is necessary, kind, helpful, and inspiring. By the time you are an adult, the trail of what you put online will be very long. So now is the time to think about how you want your digital trail or footprint to look when you are older. Digi wants to remind you that there are people online who might try to trick you into thinking they are good people. Unfortunately, it is not always easy to know who is being truthful and who is not. Even adults have trouble determining when someone is a good digital citizen or trying to be tricky. These people may try to get personal information from you. Tell a trusted adult if someone online asks you for personal information. Pop-ups are sometimes used to gather personal information. Pop-ups are pictures or words that just pop up on your screen. A pop-up might encourage you to input your email address so they can send you something. When you click on a pop-up, it might take you to a different site. If while researching a report online and a pop-up asks you to enter your birth date to win a prize, don't do it. Digi knows not to click on or add personal information to a pop-up without permission from a trusted adult. What if you accidentally click on a pop-up and it takes you to a site that makes you uncomfortable? What should you do? Second graders, Digi wants to make sure that if you ever come across anything that makes you uncomfortable, you tell an adult. If a site looks like it is inappropriate for kids, then get off the site and let your parents know what happened. Adults will know what to do. When you log into a game, you might be asked to give a username. With permission from a trusted adult, you should make up a name to use. Do not use your real name and never give out a phone number or address. Just like when you go online to play games, look for information or post photos. You should always get permission from an adult. Remember, never go online or enter personal information without permission. Saying and doing the right thing offline and following the rules of our family and school make us good citizens of our community. When we are online, we want to do the same by following the rules we have for posting and using technology. This means that we only post things that are truthful, helpful, inspiring, kind, and necessary. Digi wants second graders to be good digital citizens, just like he is. Words and actions can affect others online and offline. The rules and expectations of our families and schools are there to help us to learn to become responsible citizens. Do not click on pop-ups and keep personal information private. If you do these things, you will have a positive digital reputation and a positive digital footprint, just like Digi.
And now, a word from our founder, Lisa Stroman.
Technology is always going to be a part of our lives, but we have to remember that with this privilege comes responsibility. Digital Citizen Academy was created to help you become a responsible digital citizen by empowering, educating, and inspiring you to become a leader in the technology space. We want you to be safe online, and we also want you to have a voice in what happens with your digital footprint. Thank you for being a good digital citizen, and welcome to the DCA team.